can't believe you didn't clean up your stuff in front of you.
Yeah. Okay. You want to try and pin that on me?
It was in front
Good
of you.
sir.
It was in front of you. That's yours. Hello, crafters. My apologies. We have been gone a couple of weeks.
It sucks.
Have some real life stuff I've been dealing with. Nothing major, nothing to be just life is life. Things are going on. And you might have noticed by this title, this is the year-end wrap-up. This is going to be the last episode of Taco Tuesday for 2021. I've got a lot of projects that I'm kind of built up behind me, and I need to kind of dig out over the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
So
that's the thing that's happening.
We're going to take the rest of the year off from doing Taco Tuesdays, but then we'll be raging back to the first week of January. And we'll be back and we'll kind of do that first week back, we'll kind of do a year in review. I probably will actually do a video or two, just nothing live stream over the next couple of weeks. I got some projects I want to finish up and do some pieces on, one of which is going to be the Commodore's terrain. It should be... I'm hoping to get it done in the next couple weeks. It's about half done at this point, about 2/3 done actually. So I just got to do a little bit more detailed work and a couple pieces put together. And there's a couple pieces that need a bit of work. So it's going to be a bit, but I want to get at least some of it out there and so I can get some to him so he can see the work we've done and get some of it out of my house. Because I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
Running out of room.
Yep.
Luckily, that's one of the big things I've been doing lately. I took a buttload of commissions for terrain build. Not for terrain build, for just figure building. And I just got a junk load of them out there. I think in the last 3 weeks, I've probably built close to 200 figures. I mean, the additional Sisters stuff I had to build for the Sisters army that I'm painting. 2 solid boxes of Black Templars, a knight with everything magnetized for the arms, Magnus, Mortarion, a bunch of other Black Templar stuff on top of the 2 boxes. I've just been building and building and building and building and building and building and building. And it's been kind of crazy. It's like you do it on purpose because you know it makes me nuts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop messing with stuff. Fine, whatever. It doesn't need to make noise. It doesn't need to make noise. Oh my God, this is the other reason I haven't wanted to do this street show, because I'm ready to kill this boy.
Oh, okay, sure. Blame me. I'm always ready to do the stream with you, and you're like...
Right, but I don't want to hang out with you because you're a derp. And you keep picking things up and purposely fucking with shit, and it's like, dude, stop. Like, I've had tools go missing because you can't leave things alone. Look at what you've done to my bench here.
I've done nothing to it. This is all you. It's all you. You're always working here and doing your stuff. You keep tearing up your bench. It's okay. I get it. You like fiddling with stuff, Dad. It's okay.
You're banished. You're banished to the Shadow Realm. I'm done with you. Now you'll understand me. So yeah, I've been... Dude, that is really... Just stop.
Keep going.
You're making me...
Keep going.
Bye, Ray. Apparently you've been putting a timeout now.
Keep going. Don't get distracted.
So we're gonna have a new format when winter's over, just so it's said. One of the big reasons why I want to get all these projects out of the way and get them out of my house is because I want to hopefully start up very quickly in the new year. I want to start up that narrative series of events. So Derp over here has to get his Chaos Dudes built. Kirschbaum is just furiously working on his towel. They look really great. We're gonna bring in Commodore and his orcs to this madness event, so it'll be a good time. But I want to get that started pretty quickly into the new year. So to get that going, I need to clear out all the junk that's in the way. I mean, that is one of the big things is that I'm playing more. I'm working more on playing and working on refining my play and trying to get better. So I think in 2022, we're going to focus. I mean, we're still going to be doing terrain. Hopefully, we'll do more than we did in 2021. I mean, we're still going to be focused on doing terrain and doing terrain projects. But I think we're going to focus a lot on play, competitive play, casual play, playing of games on a whole, how to play. I'm right now running a escalation league, but it's really a new player teaching situation where I have a bunch of new players and I'm teaching them how to play Warhammer 40K. And I've got some experienced people and I've got them playing newer armies for themselves. Kirschbaum, my buddy Kirsch is he's helped me out when he can make it there. He's there about every other week because it's a bit of a haul for him. But he's going to start helping me getting people up to speed. And then my buddy Max is telling me hopefully that he's got a big game coming up on Thursday. But if he can make it there Thursday, he's going to come up after the game and basically bring a silly demons list for people to smash on and to help teach up people how to play. And so that's the goal. We want to get people better at playing and playing more often.
I have been playing a lot on TTS. I have another game this weekend.
Yeah. What list did you play?
I played the newer Chaos list. The newer Chaos Boys list. And I was facing a pretty nasty White Scars list.
Did you get stompled?
I didn't get stompled by that much. I lost by like 6 points.
That's respectable.
It was like 65 to 59, I think. He had no HQ units by the bottom of 2.
Were you playing Assassinate?
He had like 4 HQ units.
12 points.
So yeah, I went and Assassinate, and I just managed to kill like all of his HQ units, but it didn't matter. He just had so much.
Well, HQ, that's the thing. 9th edition isn't Hero Hammer anymore. You can make an army work without HQs. The HQs are nice.
Huron was really good at killing characters. Like, he reliably killed.
Yeah,
he was in melee with the chaplain and with the captain in a round and killed both of them in the same round. Like,
yeah. Now, for those of you that follow things a little closer in the competitive scene, the GW had their big, I don't want to call it a Super Bowl. It was more like a Pro Bowl because they didn't get all the top players there, but they basically got a bunch of top players to come down to Dallas and play the final event in the U.S. Open. Mm-hmm. One of the big things we saw in this new U.S. Open was all the new secondaries. And all the new, well, not all the new secondaries, not all the new primaries, but basically we saw that the new chapter approved book is going to be full of new stuff, new missions, new point scoring, different ways of point scoring. It's going to be different. Primaries aren't just going to be take 1, take 2, take more. There'll still be that kind of primary, but it won't be take one, take two, take more, and get 15. It'll be one, take two, or take two, take three, depending on which kind it is. But I'll be the take, and more. That'll get you 5, instead of being 5, 10, 15, it'll be 4, 8, 12. And then there's going to be a tertiary thing, a second thing as part of a primary mission. They're getting rid of those mission secondaries. You know how all the missions currently they have a mission specific secondary?
Yeah, the ones you almost never take.
I know. There's actually a few you do take. What they're doing is they're rolling those into the primary. So they're part of the primary scoring.
Okay.
So there's the 4, 8, 12, and then if you do the other part, you get another 3.
Okay.
So it's a way to reliably score, but you have to do more, which I think is the whole goal. I think the real goal there, the biggest problem you have in 40K right now, honestly, I think if you could say that there's a problem in 40K right now at all, I think the biggest problem is that a lot of armies up until this release, this showing off of the new abilities, they've been I don't care about your army. I'm here to play my army. I'm going to do my army, do my things, do my secondaries, do my primaries, and I don't really worry about yours. It's non-interactive.
Yeah.
And now with the way that they're changing up how secondaries work and how the primaries work with the additional portions they're adding in, they're making the game more interactive. So you have to interact with your opponent. Now, we haven't been on for a couple of weeks, so we didn't get a chance to talk about the data slate before. I mean, we did talk about it the day it came down. I mean, we literally talked about it the day we came down, but there was only a lot of, well, what's it going to affect? How's it going to affect? There was a lot of rumor milling and a lot of theory craft, because nobody really saw how it was going to work. So the things we've seen is that AdMech has basically disappeared from the entire meta right now. They're gone.
Jesus.
Just nobody. It's not even that they're getting bad win rates. It's that the only people playing them are people that aren't that good with them. All the top players just said, nope, not playing them anymore, and dropped and walked away from them.
Jesus.
So that's tough. As I was looking to pivot back into my AdMech, and it's just like, wow, they're not bad, but they're super complicated, and your return on your investment for playing them just isn't there. So it's kind of like, I mean, I'm still going to play them because I love the aesthetic. But Mr. Kirschbaum, we were talking about you earlier. I mean, the aesthetic's still there. I still love it. But the thing is, a lot of people don't like the aesthetic, or they complain about it because the army is expensive to build, expensive to put together, and it's a lot of time-intensive painting because of how detailed the army is. So
I'm tired.
So yeah, I mean, so AdMech has kind of fallen off the face of the earth,
which kind of sucks.
It really sucks. It actually sucks a lot because they're a great looking army, but they've dropped from like this S tier army. The first thing dropped them from an S tier to an A tier, and now this cut a lot of people thinking they're like a B tier, C tier. And it's like, they're still got a lot of their tools. It's just, yeah, you're basically fighting with 1750 rather than 2,000 compared to what they were. So you're losing like a unit. You're losing like a. I'm gonna try and bring the toasters to Thursdays. The problem is, Ryan, here's the honest truth: do I really get to play now? I'm there to hang out with people, and that's why I'm trying to get you and Max to show up and play, so I know I can actually have you guys kind of set you aside with people and try and play some. Yeah, I want to play the toasters. I really do. It's funny. They're kind of like my Funzy army now. It's like the wolves have become like they're my army, but I really want to play. I still want to play other armies casually. Like I want to bring a knights list and just play with my knights. I want to play with my AdMech. I've actually got a crazy 2,000 point AdMech list that has a knight as a member. And because of the new rules with them, he's actually considered a part of the Mechanicus.
Nice.
So he walks around and, I took a shot. And the mech priest goes over and goes, no, you're healed, buddy. I got you. Let's go. So,
God,
yeah, because you don't sleep at night.
I
You stay up until 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. You sleep all day, do nothing. You get up long enough to be on the stream. You're going to go upstairs, hang out with your friends, then you'll sleep again, then sleep the day away because you have become a lump. Lumpy.
That's rude. I do stuff.
You do some stuff, yes. Hey, Qdoba's hiring $17 an hour.
Ooh.
It's Qdoba and it's money.
Anyway.
Yeah. So there's that. I've been seeing some people starting to bring out the Templars lists.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
I don't know.
They seem really good.
They seem pretty good. They're fair to middling along with every other. Unfortunately, I came to a really scary realization about Marines and all.
No.
They're pretty samey.
No.
They're really freaking samey.
No.
Yeah, they are.
That's not true.
That is true. It's very
That's not
true. It's very
They're
true.
lying.
Well, whatever. Most well-doing lists. Iron Hands are right now. Iron Hands are pretty much the best Marines out there, followed closely behind by White Scars, and
not a bunch of jerks. That's mean. Hide.
So Iron Hands, White Scars, Space Wolves are up there, but they're like most Marines, they're basically C tier. If you're playing RTTs, they're fine. If you're not playing you're not playing like Manny Chiba and some of the other crew, you do fine. I've got a game against Blood Angels this weekend.
Gonna get bodied.
I'm gonna body him.
Gonna get bodied.
He's only bringing like 8 or 9 sanguinary guard.
He's going to body you.
He's not gonna body me.
He's going to one-shot your whole army turn 1.
He has 1 dreadnought.
He's going to one-shot your whole army.
Yeah,
turn
there you
1.
go.
He's gonna.
Yeah, I want to see that happen. So anyhow, as you all know, as you know, Little D is an idiot, but
Again, like you, I took an army that you said they kind of suck. They kind of suck, and I have been winning games.
So we should play.
Yeah, we should. I just need to, finish building it.
Oh, well, there's an idea.
I have been doing good.
You've been doing great. Yeah, keep playing them. Keep playing them. And then when your box comes out, when your new rules come out next summer, and all the rules change,
there's no difference between playing it on Tabletop Simulator, playing it IRL, Mom. The only difference is how long distance you can make the games, which. No, seriously. That's why they have paid tournaments on the Tabletop Simulator like Discord. It's intense. They take this shit seriously.
So yeah, I mean the meta's changing up. I mean right now orcs are coming back. Can you stop? Orcs are coming back, but they're coming back in a couple of weird lists. People are not really well.
She says dice rolls. What?
Yeah, she's not familiar with Tabletop Simulator, so she's thinking if you don't touch dice, you're not really getting rolled or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, you're. It's pretty cool. I prefer to have figures in my hands.
No, that's fair.
No, that's not true. You could not win in a virtual world. I can prove that wrong by just pointing at you in World of Warcraft. Oh. Anyhow. Oh. I mean, she played her mage and somebody looked at her and went, How did you break this character? I mean, just saying.
Oof.
Poggers. Okay, so let's see here. Christmas boxes.
They're okay.
They're great.
They're not bad.
They're great.
They're okay.
The Necron one is really good. It's very different for them. The Marine one, if you're starting off an army, the Christmas box is great. It's got assault intercessors, it's got regular intercessors, it's got heavy intercessors, it has shield guard, it has a captain, and it has one of the Primaris speeders. That's a great box.
No, it seems fine. I don't
know. The Sisters box seems pretty good. I mean, it's got both their specialty tanks. It's got a unit of their dudes, their regular dudes. I mean, all the boxes seem pretty okay. The Orc one's kind of like, if you play Orcs, you have no interest in that box. If you're just... And again, people have to remember, the Christmas boxes really are for people that are wanting to get in or really expand on an army. I'll be honest.
That was you.
My phone isn't here.
Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't
me.
That's the thing. They're good if you really want to expand an army. I was looking at the Age of Sigmar ones, and the one for the Lumineth guys is really, really good box. There's just a lot of stuff in that box.
The Osiark one seems fine.
Hey, if you play the Osiark guys, that'd be great. I want to get I know where I can get the Flesh and Bone box set, which is the Ogres and the Osiark Bone Reapers. Please stop that. That's really annoying.
You're really annoying. Continue.
I love my son. I love my son.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Orc box actually, like I said, for you, I think it'd be really great. The only thing in there that for me that I don't have already a ton of or can use more of is honestly the Jet. I mean, I have so much of the other stuff already. I don't need more of it, but it's a good box. I'm not slamming it. It's not a bad box at all. It's like you're doing it on purpose. Do I have to discipline you? Oh, and the value on them is crazy. They're $210 a box, and pretty much you're getting like a 40% discount overall on the stuff on them. So, like I said, if you're trying to expand an army, they're great. I want the Slaanesh box. I mean, of all the boxes they put out, the Age of Sigmar Slaanesh box, I really want. So, if my followers really love me, y'all can join up together, put together a little fun, and send me send me a Slaanesh box, and I'd be happy, because that'd be perfect.
I'm gonna send you the Orc box.
I'm not gonna complain about anything that people love me enough to give me.
That's fair.
I mean, the only thing I'm ever mad at is your mom for giving me you.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistake. Nowhere to run.
Did I see the new AOS Nurgle rules? I don't play Age of Sigmar Nurgle, unfortunately.
He plays Age of Sigmar bitches.
I play Age of Sigmar Slaanesh. I don't play Nurgle. I play Nurgle in 40K. And that's a choice. The thing about the Blight Lords, they use a lot of demon boxes. The current Start Collecting Demons box is now out of print. I mean, I know where I can get a couple still, but they're out of print. Again, I'm not that deep in Age of Sigmar. I'm interested. I really want to play it more. And now that Lady D is working at a shop that has an Age of Sigmar group coming into play regularly, and they have their own YouTube channel. I believe they're called the Die is Cast. I'll get the name for sure later on. But they're a group of competitive Age of Sigmar players, and they want to come to the store in Mac 1 and start playing on a regular basis there.
Competitive in Age of Sigmar. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I know, but apparently it's a big deal.
Okay.
So, but they're really interested in getting newer players and interested players and get them involved. So if I can get my Hedonites up to speed, and get them painted and ready to go, they're like, yeah, come on and play.
Yeah, I know I have my orcs and I could keep working on them, but I don't know.
Yeah, Kirsch, it's interesting. They're like I said, I believe the name of the group is a Die is Cast. And they have a YouTube channel. I'll get the exact name and I'll put it in the comments below. But they stop. Seriously, dude.
Keep going.
They've been running up at in West Bend at Hobby Nights. Yeah. So I mean they've been up in Hobby Nights for a while. Tick was in that tournament with them a few months back when he took his Cornates up there to play. But they've been running like regular tournament and events up in Hobby Nights, and they want to run it in Mac 1 because it's actually closer to home for them. So they're talking to Shannon to start running stuff on there. And that'll be great. I mean, I'm going to be running my Celestia stuff. I actually want to hook up with them and just get more active in playing it some, get some of my stuff better painted, and get deeper into my rules. Dude, you are really losing it today. What is going on here? You know, I'm just feeling like a doof. I'm feeling like a doof. My boy, everyone, he is a goofy thing. But yeah, so Age of Sigmar, that's the other thing I want to do. If I can get better understand Age of Sigmar, we'll probably do some Age of Sigmar battle reports, as well as Lady D is actually really interested in doing some kill team and some Warcry. So with the new kill team rules and dig back into Warcry, so we'll probably start doing that come part of the new year as well.
I might. So here's my thing that I've kind of come about with Age of Sigmar. I don't particularly like my orcs.
Okay.
They're okay. They're not bad. Like I like them like thematically, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to play Stormcast.
Okay, well I got a huge Stormcast army you can play with.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I mean, I have a huge Stormcast army and I'm not really into them. It's funny. It's like I like them look. I like their look, but I kind of really want to play my Slaneshi stuff.
Sure.
Curse, I play trees. No, that's your job.
I don't want to play trees.
You should
trees suck.
You should play the trees.
Also, because dragons. That's the other reason. Dragons. The dragons are so cool.
They are very cool.
Dragons are so fucking cool, dude.
Now you need to get a job if you can buy them dragons.
I'm working on it. But I also looked at Cities of Sigmar, and that might be kind of cool, you know? Like trying for my Bretonnian thing again.
Oh my gosh. I just realized who Brian G was. I'm like, why is it? I know who Brian G is. It took me a second. My guy. Yeah, so Brian G is a young man from my past. Good young man, Brian. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Join you with the Stormcast. At least there'll be one good Stormcast. Ooh. Neither are you two.
You know what? You go Stormcast, I'll go Cities of Sigmar, and we'll like do a 2v2 against Dad's Slaneshi and something. It'll be great.
Brian, you're still a young man.
I'll build Fantasy Guardsmen. That's what I'm gonna build. Fantasy Guardsmen with superpowered knights.
I got an army for you. You'd have to print and paint them, but yeah. So yeah,
That's easy. It's an easy color scheme.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm looking at like Age of Sigmar. I think there's a lot of potential there because the rules are kind of simplified down, and they allows for a lot more narrative match play, if that's such a thing. So, you know. I mean that honestly, I think that's one of the biggest draws of that game to me. It's the fact that you can have that narrative, but with the match play as well. The missions are very flavorful. The win conditions and whatnot are very favorable to that kind of storytelling, and I think that works out better for the game.
Yeah.
It also seemed to me that the game seemed to go faster than 40K.
Yeah. I could say that.
One of the other things I've been thinking about, I've been messing around with, since you were talking about your Sigmar doing guardsman type thing. I was looking at one-page rules and looking at their rules, and wow, are they different and interesting, but good. Like, think of it this way: if you're playing one-page rules, you're basically playing Warhammer Fantasy. But here, pick a unit, you move your unit. Okay, now I'm going to pick a unit. I'm going to do my thing with them.
Oh, I always like that. That feels much.
Yeah.
See, that's actually one of the issues I've heard with my group specifically, and why they feel like they're kind of sitting there for like half an hour while their opponent takes their turn, and that doesn't feel great.
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like looking at one-page rules. I figure I'll print out a couple of copies of their rule book, let us read it, and maybe give it a shot and see how their rules go.
That might be fun. I'm not gonna lie, that really does, especially I don't know if I have told you, when I was trying to teach race, that was again it just it's hard for new players I've seen, because they're I want to be doing something, but I'm not doing something for
Well, hello, Alex. Say hello to your uncle.
Oh, because what do you really do on your opponent's turn? You roll armor saves, you fight your fight phase, and then sometimes you use stratagems.
Yeah, it's a matter of how it's played. I mean, I spend a lot of my time planning my move, watching what they're doing, so I can start planning my next move.
That's fair.
But again, it's not always the most interactive experience, and that's what some people want.
That's what 6th edition. When did they change that? Because
I don't know. I don't know.
That used to be a thing for 40K too. It was the initiative mechanic. Ooh, when? Give me a day. I can't do this Sunday, because I'm starting my L5R game Sunday, which I'm so fucking excited.
How are you running your L5R game on
the evening? It's in the evening.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I could have sworn there was a period of time where 40K was you took turns back and forth.
Only in the fight phase. That's what I remember, was in the fight phase.
Okay.
Which is why Tau always died so bad, because they all had a really bad initiative, so they got the hell beat out of them. Okay, I can do something, but I'm dead. Since all my dudes are dead.
I also saw someone built. Do you know StarCraft at all?
A little.
So the Protoss from StarCraft, which is one of the main 3 factions.
Yeah, I know they are.
Someone did that for. Someone basically made an Eldar army using Protoss.
Well, that's who they were.
And it looks so good.
Well,
dude.
I mean, but that was the whole thing when they built, when they were originally working with 40K to build a game.
It
It was
humans. Humans were humans. The
humans
Zerg were Tyranids, and the Eldar were the Protoss.
right.
Although they were like a Tau Eldar.
No. Look at what their abilities do. Lots of lasers and psychic abilities. They were the Eldar. And then when they pulled out, they're like, well, okay, we're just
I
gonna.
really like the Protoss. They're really like thematic and looking.
I like the Zerg.
No, that's fair.
Zerg eat.
Zerg
Rush.
the humans are kind of cool in StarCraft too. Like their technology looks really cool. Like if the Thor battle suits.
I've seen a lot of print groups do like helmet pieces that pop on the Marines, so they look like they have those the big.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Yeah, the big dome helmets.
If those helmets and the Halo helmets are 2 of my favorite.
I guess I was never that big into Halo. You know that.
No,
you
that's
like
fair.
it.
I think they don't look amazing on Marines. I like when they do that armor set on like Guardsmen.
You know, honestly, the ones I thought the helmets looked good on was when they were putting them on the all the Phobos armor Marines, because they've got that sleek that sleek paneled armor look. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't that much into Halo, so I was like, hey.
No, that's totally fair.
I mean, they'd probably look really good to put the Halo helmets on Tempesta Scions.
Yeah.
But Tempesta Scions are garbage, so you know.
You know. But if you make your Tempesta Scions look cool, they look cool.
They look great. Now I can get shot off the table because they look fine. Although I saw there's a Dominion. Is that a thing in the Dominion? Is that in
StarCraft?
No, in Halo. Covenant, maybe. There's some alien looking dudes.
The Covenant.
I saw somebody did a bunch of Tau with the Covenant helmets.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was the one I saw.
Oh, but they're so melee. The Covenant is so...
Wow.
You do it with Kroot. Kroot could... If Kroot were good. If Kroot
were good, nobody played Tau. Wait a minute.
I want a Kroot only army. Oh.
Okay.
Right. I mean, they're good in Kill Team. They are. The Kroot are good in Kill Team. They go toe-to-toe with Marines.
Except they don't have any armor saves.
Yeah. But when 3 Kroot beat down your Marine, you're like, fuck!
And when my Marine takes one chainsaw and it goes, no, look! Tortillas. I don't understand.
Because the Kroot remind me of Predators. Like...
You know, Predators without good weapons are good. Melee.
Yeah, okay. But, like, visually, they remind me of Predators.
Yeah, I guess. I can see it. I'm not big on the Kroot either. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, someone did a Vindicare assassin, like a Predator. Oh, that looked cool as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
But so what they were doing? Oh, hold on. Hear me out. So you know how you do like the people do like the they're guardsmen, but they style them like the Tau visually. So in an army like that,
like a Gavesa.
Yeah. And then they had their Ages of the Inquisition as like elite like stealth units, and they did their Vindicare assassin as like a predator, like a predator style like assassin. Oh, it was so good. I think they did a Vindicare and an Eversor.
See, I think the best converted Tau army I've seen to date was somebody did a Tzeentch Fallen Tau army. So, I mean, like, the drones had, like, bird feathers and tentacles and eyes and stuff all on them. And
oh, man. I really want to do my Space Marine army and get night helmets for them. So bad.
Oh yeah, stuff like that.
I've gone full into like I don't want Space Marine looking helmets. I want like knight looking helmets. I want to go full in on that because that sounds so cool. Like they're these helmets that have like the feathers on the side, like this feather helmet like this. It looks so good. Sorry, I like Space Marine helmets, but I really want this aesthetic for this army. I am almost considering like kit bashing like the instead of going like normal Space Marines, kit bashing the Stormcast with Space Marine bits and going full into like the knight aesthetic with the army. Be really cool. I've seen some other people's conversion of it.
Have you seen the Black Templars? Have you seen the Black Templar helmets that look like medieval?
They don't go far enough.
Uh-huh.
The Black Templars are like they're there, and they're not.
Okay, so you weren't here when I was building them, did you? You didn't see them, did you? You should see Helbricht with his double pauldron and the shoulder cables and the double cloak. He's got a shoulder cloak that goes to a back cloak and a waist cloak. I
I might steal Helbricht to use for like a chapter master because that would be cool.
Yeah,
and put instead of servitors on his base, put like guardsmen on his base because that's part of the aesthetic of the army.
Oh, so you'd have the guardsman cleaning his sword and the other one holding your gun, sir.
the guardsman like lining up. That would be cool.
Okay.
Like if like the stat block has a bolter and he doesn't have a bolter out there, like the little guardsman has a bolter in hand instead.
Like you have not seen Helbricht's model, have you?
I have seen Helbricht's model.
He's literally carrying his combi melta.
I thought the
servitor is carrying his combi melta.
Exactly. That's what I'm. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Okay. What? What?
You're making fun of me.
No. You want to do this heavily converted army, you got to paint some figures.
I'm working on it.
I'm not making fun of you. You got to get the work done. You got to get in.
I've been trying. I have most of them like built.
I'm here every night working on the bench. Come down and sit with me. We'll get you building. You got all your berserkers to build yet.
That's fair.
He's painting Fire Warriors right now. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is the only time of the week that I sit at the bench that I'm not working on minis right now. Oh, it's been a whole thing. I finally got through basically all my build stuff other than that Eldar box. And the person I'm building the Eldar box is like, dude, I don't care about that. Just build it whenever. Just whenever. I don't care.
All right, I need to get a Farseer for Sunday. I need this Farseer model. I forgot about that.
I think I have a Farseer over there.
I hope so.
Well, if not, you just put a generic Eldar down on the table and it'll be fine.
I don't have an Eldar model.
I have plenty of Eldar models. I just don't know if I have a Farseer.
I'm going to paint my army. I'm also stuck on the color scheme still. Like I keep going back and forth on it because I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or not because I haven't put it on a model yet. And I don't want to put all that work into painting a model and then undoing it and then trying it over again.
That's the joy. You start with one model, you paint it. Do I like this color scheme? Okay, paint a squad of it. Do I like it? Then you move on. Do I not like it? Into the bath they go! How many paint schemes did I go through with my Marines until I came up with my Death Speaker's paint scheme? How many figures did I paint?
I don't know.
The problem is you think of painting as work. Painting as an expression of hobby art. It allows you to express your joy.
don't like painting.
Why not?
Hmm.
I do. Because you think of it as work. You should think of it as joy. One of these things brings joy. One of these does not. Painting should bring joy.
And I
See, that's what everybody's saying. We take, like, I know you're not crazy about that silver base on that one set of Marines. You didn't like the way that silver came out. So we'll strip them. We'll strip them and we'll start with something fresh. It's not a big deal. Until you decide on a paint scheme, you just keep repainting the same squad of 5 models until you got the look that you like, and then you work from there. You know? Don't worry about it.
Part of my issue was that was like I just didn't like how like painting around the shoulder. Like every time I did it, I just like I didn't like how it turned out.
All right. Well, then you got to find a different way of doing it that works for you. And some of those things, it's just about practice. You just got to keep doing it and practicing it. Did you think my Space Wolves were awesome the first time they came and did them?
Probably.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true because I'm a great painter. But I mean, some of it's going to rub off on you. I had to paint a whole lot of crappy figures before I painted some good ones. I mean, the first thing I did was I bought a add-on box of 27 zombies and just painted the zombies in various colors just to get used to using colors of paint again. That's a way to go, you know?
Yeah, Commodore. That's my goal with my. I just don't know if I should go silver for their armor, maybe go gray, because I kind of like the silver, but I don't know.
I didn't like that silver, to be honest with you.
That's fair. I think part of it is they just feel like another color of Space Marine, and I want them to look different too. Like that was part of my issue. I didn't like their helmets.
But Marines are Marines. I mean, in the end, Marines are Marines. There is a bit of, I mean, there is stuff you can do, but then again, you're talking about, you know, are you just buying bits? Are you printing bits? Are you doing full-on conversions? You have to walk before you can run. You know, your first thing is to get 5 Marines and just paint them, or 5-year Chaos Marines and just paint them. So you get down the techniques, and then you get into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Because, like,
gotta struggle as a Magic Carp before you become a Gyarados, my boy. I don't know where they are right now. And the light's not on, so you're not looking for them. I think they're over on the other side of shelves. All right. So, let's see. So we talked about the Christmas boxes. We talked about the changes to the game. We talked about what's going to be changing in the channel come the new year. Some of these people that you see in my chat, specifically Mr. Kirschbaum, Mr. Commodore, a few others. I know we've seen Ben and Tina. We're going to get some games in with them and record those games, and then you're going to see them in people version on the screen. And that's a big thing. I want to do a lot of battle reports. I really want to do a bunch of battle reports. I think because my desire to, oh yeah, you remember, we're going to do some of that. We'll do some of that narrative. We're going to bring your Tau, and you're going to bring your Tau, and you're going to fight against my guard or something, or we're going to bring your Tau, and Commodore's going to bring his knights, and you guys are going to have a duel off or something. We'll figure it out. We'll get some games going. You know, get some games, narrative-style games. I'm not going to go straight for the competitive throat. I want to tell a story. I also want to do like a series of vignettes coming the new year of different approaches to painting, different approaches to model building. You know, I'm constantly have people asking me, how do I build through figures as quickly as I do? I want to sit down and do a step-by-step of how I build as quickly as I do. There are some great painters in our community, and I want to get some of their insights on how they get their color schemes and how they do their paint and how they do their techniques and how they do stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that I want to be able to do and kind of go back to adding content back to the channel, other than us live streaming all the time. I'm pretty sure I know where they are. I just can't get to them right now.
No, you're fine. I had an idea.
What's that?
You know how you have those STLs for the Emperor's Children boys?
Yes.
How chaosy are they?
They're not. Not at all.
Because like wings,
They're Emperor's Children-y.
Wings.
They've got the Emperor's Children wing claw symbol all over them.
Yeah, that's really Grey Warden-y, like design wise.
Okay. Well, why don't we talk about this when we're not on stream?
Well, no, it's
because you looked at them before, like, oh, these are cool. Oh, because when you looked at them, you're like, oh, these are really cool. And you looked at them and went, wow, these are really Emperor's Children. I mean, that was literally game idea.
Yeah, because I was looking at Chaos Boys. But
we'll look at them. We'll look at them. Keep in mind, I have Palatine guards, so I basically have guys with swords.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, exactly.
Okay. All right. So then coming into the new year, what goal do you have for this coming year in the hobby?
Gotta finish my army.
A
army.
Now, when you say finished army, you mean what? Get 1,000 points put together, built and painted? 2,000 points put together and
painted? I have enough that I can play it in the narrative campaign.
Okay, that's fair.
So 2,000 points probably with some extra bits.
Yeah. And that's doable. That's very doable.
But I'm playing my Chaos Boys for that. So
that's doable, though. I mean, you've got most of the pieces for that already.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got at least 1,000 points of it right off the bat. Just straight off the bat. You know? That I can think of. And don't feel bad about it. We're having fun with it. Right?
Yeah. I'm having problems like trying to invoke my like creative mind on while I'm working on them. Is the other issue I'm running into. You know, like I go like in like I'm like trying to make them and then I just kind of like falter for a while. It sucks. It really sucks.
Sometimes you got to just push through that. I understand. Trust me, I understand. I had to take some time off at one point, you know, and you kind of take a step back from when you heavy hit a project or you heavy hit anything in crafting. Sometimes you need to take a step back. I remember that first year I really got into it. I spent the first 3 months doing nothing but building and painting and building and painting and building and painting, all that Nurgle stuff. And I did close to like 3,000 points of Nurgle in like 3.5 months. And I was so burnt out on Nurgle stuff, you know. That was what actually started me down the path of, well, I think I'm going to build another army because I got to do something else to cleanse my palate of this. And then lo and behold, we got wolves back under the belt. So, Christmas boxes, goals going on. I think that kind of wraps things up for the night. I really got a lot to talk about tonight. I mean, just kind of letting everybody know what's going on, where things are at for the year, and we'll be back the first week of January. So that being said, when I come back the first week of January, we're also going to be talking about my next Kit Bash challenge. Ooh. I kind of want to give everybody the holidays to just kind of chill out because I need to chill out myself. So I'm going to come back in the new year. We're going to talk about the Kit Bash challenge and the new challenge. It's going to be a piece of terrain. I'm going to have everybody build even if it's just a small piece of scatter terrain, but it'll be interesting because there'll be a theme involved. So that being said, you got that printer up and operational. We will need to talk some more this weekend. I will see you this weekend, will I not, my friend? Hopefully. And we can talk more about that offline. So in the meantime, Big thing I want to say is, if everybody be so kind as to give me a big thumbs up and a like, let me know that I'm doing okay for you. I want to give a big shout out to all my friends here in the chat. I've got my brother Alex Drake. We have the Commodore. We have Ryan Kirschbaum. We have Brian G. We have Lady D until she died on me and went to bed. I'm assuming we have Lady Phoenix. We had a quiet night tonight. I know I've been down for a few weeks just trying to get things taken care of. And like I said, we're going to put some interim content out there. So in between now and then, I want all of you to have a happy holidays. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and treat yourself. Treat yourself. Be good to each other. And we will see you come the new year. So until then, keep it epic, my friends.
Night, everybody. Oh.